A very good afternoon to all of you, my respected friends and colleagues situated in different corners of the world. Thanks a lot leaving your comments and just recognizing the importance of this small piece of work. Whereas, the research is still happening, climatological and disaster management, and I just want to talk about giving you a historical perspective. The issue I'm trying to address is integrated environmental management. And now we need to understand our approach. Is it just going to be administrative or managerial approach we are talking? And I have a data also, a reference also, a citation, which is very important. And let's see what does it want to tell us and portray what kind of a picture in order to combat, in order to be a part of this global effort, this global community, how to save our environment, our climate, our healthy ambience. This is a battle which has been going on ever since the humanity, but today it is at its peak, and we must better recognize the importance and relevance of this battle so that we can participate in order to save ourselves and others also across the globe. I'm talking about. I have a reading which is quantitative and qualitative. I'm just gonna put it forward before you, and so hang on and have some patience and just concentrate. It says since the Rio summit in 1992, the objective of environmental protection has been accorded high priority by international community. The concern for environmental degradation at local, regional, and global levels has led to several national, regional, and international measures and initiatives. It has at the same time become quite clear that reversing such degradation is not a purely technical and managerial matter, for technical knowledge does not necessarily lead societies to change their environmentally damaging behaviors. I repeat and reiterate, for technical knowledge does not necessarily lead societies to change their uh, environmentally damaging behaviors. Hence, a critical understanding of socio-economic, political, cultural structure has acquired central importance in approaching environmental problems. And ever since my videos on environmental change, climate change, and devastating effects of natural disasters, man-made disasters, what I'm trying to say, if you go back, look at my videos, different past recent posted videos, you'll find what I've said is like a it's not just administrative, managerial, technological, geological, topographical, or engineering problem when a disaster happens, hits, and strikes and causes damage and devastation, but it is a sociological problem, a sociological issue. And the same thing I've reiterated and should have emphasized during COVID. I said it's not a public health or medical issue merely, of course it is, but it is a sociological issue because it connects itself, relates itself, it blossoms right in society. That is the reason right in the society it's been blossoming, so it's a sociological issue. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go further in this reading. It's quite aggressive and at the high pitch it has. Most of these are complex problems whose solutions require grasping a big picture, appreciating and dealing with complexity, and supportive effective strategies. The very words require grasping big picture. We just should not focus on technical picture, mechanical picture, administrative picture, or managerial scenario, and geological picture, topographical picture. And it says, but we must grasp the fuller picture, what it is. This is only possible by integrating environmental perspective into socio-economic, socio-cultural, and ethical systems. Socio-economic, socio-cultural, and ethical system. How will it happen? When you take environmental problems, climate change problems, disaster problems, management, rehabilitation, recovery, mitigation, response, crisis dealing as a sociological problem. How will it happen? When you consider a climate problem, change, negative change, or disaster occurrence as a sociological issue, will have a comprehensive approach, and it will be a multiple approach, so that multiple tools, multiple mechanisms, anti-mechanisms, antithetical possibilities can be launched, engineered against, and will also cause a massive and global solidarity and fortitude, of course, which is going to be absolutely social, and causing us on a common platform to work on a unified and coordinated purpose. Let's not work on cross purposes. That's the call, and we must work on a unified and coordinated purpose. That's very important for us to make ourselves scientific in our approaches also. It's very important. This is what I'm trying to say. Let's go a little more. It says there is a dire need to develop an environmental approach based on a system of collectively held factual ideas, beliefs, and attitudes that advocates a particular pattern of social relationship with the environment. It's not that environment's connection with the human society, but the humans connections with the environment itself. It is reciprocal, it is two-way approach. The connection of environment with the humans and the connection of humans with the environment, so that has to happen. So we need to understand what it is and what how we can develop a methodology and scientific possibilities to connect ourselves with this system, with the environment, and also the environment how it connects with ourselves. That's very important for us to understand. And this also, I would like to say, it also focuses on arrangements aimed at justifying a particular pattern of conduct towards the environment. So now we say we now trace the human approach to environment in a historical perspective to clarify why such advocacy is needed. So that's down the road more quantitative and qualitative details. It's the literature and the research has talked about, but it is like socio-economic, cultural, traditional, historical perspectives it is talking about. So what we need to understand that environment component and the dimension has to be focused simultaneously, that human focus, human entity has to be in our focus and in our concentration and consideration. So these have to happen simultaneously, and one approach will not work to combat, to protect our environment and our human society. It has to be a multiple approach. So better call it a sociological approach, because it is connected to our society across the globe. I'm talking about, call it a sociological issue, a sociological problem, a sociological crisis. So it will give us a better picture and a vivid picture, categorical image about what we are dealing with. So we must understand what is our question and what is our battle. So it'll be better for us that we can prepare ourselves uh, well equipped against the battle. We need to understand why and what is the battle. So the battle, once we define it from a sociological perspective with a sociological texture, we understand the battle has been defined well. So the equipping of our human society will happen automatically and follow automatically. Thanks a lot listening, watching. This is again Dr. Surinder Kumar. I'm sure that I've made some relevant points here.